Hello and welcome. As a therapist who's spent decades working with the human body, I want to share a totally new way of looking at ourselves. Not as a machine made of separate parts, but as a single, unified, and, well, electrically charged living system. So let's just dive right in with this idea. What if I told you that right now, under your skin, there's this incredible living electrical grid, a kind of communication superhighway that's basically running the show, dictating how you feel, how you move, how you heal. And here's the best part. What if you hold the switch? To get a handle on this grid, we first have to look at the wiring itself. We need to talk about a material that for centuries was pretty much ignored in anatomy, but is now revolutionizing how we see the body. And that's fascia. Now have a look at this. What's so amazing is that this isn't showing separate little coverings. It's showing one single uninterrupted web. It's a three-dimensional network that connects absolutely everything to everything else. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes, from just beneath your skin, right down to the very nucleus of every cell. This quote just completely flips our old understanding of anatomy on its head. Think about it. We don't really have 600 separate muscles. We have one muscle poured into 600 different pockets of this fascial net. This is the key. This is why a problem in your foot can literally show up as pain in your neck. It's all connected through this living, intelligent web. So we have this incredible living web. But what powers it? How does it get its juice? Well, this is where things get really fascinating, because we have to step out of pure anatomy and into the world of physics. And it all starts with a principle called piezoelectricity. It sounds like a complex word, I know, but it literally just means electricity from pressure. You see, your fascia is loaded with a protein called collagen, and collagen has this really unique crystal-like structure. Think of it like the tiny quartz crystal inside a watch. When you squeeze it or stretch it, it generates a real, measurable electrical charge. So here's the crucial part. Every single time you move, every step you take, every stretch you do, every time a therapist puts pressure on your body, you are mechanically squishing and deforming these little collagen fibers. And that action creates a tiny bioelectric spark, a signal that zips through your entire fascial web. And this isn't just random energy. It's not just static. This electrical charge is information. It's the signal that tells your body, hey, send the repair crew over here. It's what guides the whole process of tissue remodeling after an injury. It is your body's own internal healing current. But what happens when that current gets blocked? Well, just like any electrical grid, our body's network can have, let's call them glitches or brownouts. The efficiency of this system isn't set in stone. It can actually exist in very different states of conductivity. And this illustrates the two states perfectly. On one side, we have the semiconductor state. In this state, the fascia is dehydrated, stiff, and restricted. You can think of it like a twisted, frayed phone charger cord. The information just can't get through properly. This is where we often find chronic pain and stiffness. But then, on the other side, you have the superconductor state. Here, the fascia is hydrated, it's supple, and that energy, that information flows without any resistance. That's the state of optimal health and healing. So what's the big switch that flips you from that glitchy semiconductor to the efficient superconductor? Overwhelmingly, it comes down to hydration. Your fascia is mostly water. It's this special, structured water that actually carries the electrical signals for your cells to talk to each other. When you're dehydrated, the circuit literally breaks down. Okay, so now that we understand this, we can get to the really practical part. How do we intentionally shift our own system from that semiconductor state to a superconductor state? How do we actually recharge our internal battery? Here it is. This is your toolkit. We've got 4 really powerful science-backed ways to directly influence your body's bioelectric grid. And you'll notice every single one works on those principles we just talked about, applying mechanical pressure and improving hydration to boost that electrical flow. When a therapist uses their hands on you, they're not just relaxing your muscles. They are applying sustained mechanical pressure that generates those piezoelectric charges we talked about. They are quite literally recharging areas that have become electrically dull because of injury or disuse, getting that flow of healing signals going again. We can also get way more specific with this mechanical pressure by using vibration. Research is now showing that certain frequencies are incredibly effective. A 40 Hz frequency, for example, has actually been shown to promote neuroplasticity. That's the brain's ability to rewire itself. It also helps improve your systemic lymphatic flow, which is basically like cleaning the pipes to keep your whole system clear and highly conductive. Now, what's truly amazing is how all this modern science is validating ancient wisdom. Practices like yin yoga with its long passive holds, or qigong with its slow flowing movements, they're perfectly designed to gently stress those deep fascial layers. They effectively recharge what traditional Chinese medicine called the meridians. And guess what? We now know that those meridian pathways map almost perfectly to the body's major fascial lines. They were tuning the body's circuits all along. So, the good news is you don't have to wait for a therapy session to maintain your internal grid. You can build simple, powerful habits into your daily life to keep your system in that superconductive state. Here's a simple checklist for daily system maintenance. Number 1, hydrate first. Start your day with water. 2, move and stretch in ways that feel good, creating all those little piezoelectric signals. 3, breathe deeply. A deep belly breath is like an internal massage for all that deep fascia around your organs. And finally, 4, consider using a foam roller or a vibration tool to target any specific areas that feel stuck. A great way to think of all this is to see your body as a biological capacitor, a device that can store electrical energy. Your fascial network holds this charge. These daily habits aren't just about feeling good in the moment. They are about keeping your capacitor fully charged, making sure your body has the energy it needs for self-regulation and repair 24/7. So I'll leave you with this question. This isn't just a cool metaphor. It is your physiological reality. You are a living, breathing, self-healing electrical circuit. Now that you have a piece of the owner's manual, how will you choose to flip the switches and manage your own energy tomorrow?